Welcome everyone to another episode of Builder Blind Dates. And this one is the biggest episode of them all. And I don't mean it's because the builders that we've chosen here are some famous, amazing builders or anything like that. It's just that we have now 3 competitors instead of just 2, or 4 competitors including me. But Builder Blind Dates, if this is the first time you're joining us, is a show where we pit some of the best Web3 builders together.
What's up, everybody? Billy, or on the streets, Billy Jitsu. I'm a contributor. Sorry, let me step it back. It's kind of early in the morning for me. I'm a contributor to API 3. I do dev relations, and I do a lot of the scripts and MVPs, heavy into DeFi. That's kind of like the whole reason I even came to this space. It's like, it's pretty awesome.
Well, hey y'all, my name's Rahat. I'm a person who does things in Web3. At the moment, the thing that I'm doing is DevRel at Movement Labs.
Hey, what's up? I'm Mimi. I refer to myself as a baby dev, and I am currently building a Web3 JS plugin.
And we compete, we build a project in a few weeks, we get judged, and we get to see who's the best builder, at least out of that one group. But there's a small twist. This is not like a hackathon where we get to just choose what protocol or tool we want to use. We're actually going to leave it up to a spinning wheel. We've all selected one protocol that we've at least never built with.
I chose Abstract Chain because it has a unique paymaster system. It's built on the Elastic chain on ZK Syncs. Always been kind of interesting to me. And I'm a strong believer, if it didn't happen on chain, it didn't happen.
The protocol that I chose was Tableland, and I chose that because I always thought it was interesting that I guess like when you're doing stuff with in Web3, you kind of like want to put all this data on chain, you want to put this data somewhere, but like really heavy data, read and write intensive stuff, I still feel like requires some type of database. So I think Tableland is interesting in like their decentralized cloud database stuff.
The protocol I chose is Avalanche. And that is because I am thinking about a strict and sequential consistency hybrid blockchain. And I just did some quick read. Yeah, that was a lot of words.
So I have chosen Story Protocol, largely because the previous episode that was an option, and I have not built anything on them, but they have lots of excitement in terms of VC funding, and the person who chose it last time wasn't me, but they had a great story. Was let's actually see what's behind all that funding, right? Let's see why people are so excited about it. So we should build something on it, and I think that's the point of the show. So it was inspirational, and I've been inspired to do that. So we'll see. Let's spin this.
And just so you know, you might want to mute me because there's people
It's all right.
in the house.
No, it's okay. Oh wow! Did you just like influence the wheel? I don't know if you can see that.
Wait, what?
Avalanche one. So we're building an avalanche.
Yeah. So you are?
No, everybody is.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for listening to the rules, Mimi. This is a great start to the show.
Yeah, we're going skiing. That's it. My chances of winning highly depend on when this thing is due because I am traveling a lot. So we're going to see if I'm printing out a laptop.
Already starting the excuses, Billy. This is great.
I'm just saying, if I make it happen, it's going to be amazing. So let's see how it goes. But I think I have a pretty good chance. I'll put on my charm in the smart contract world, and I'll give it a little wink for the blind date, and then we should be good to go.
The chances are, similar to Billy, will significantly depend on how this works out with my travel schedule and everything else that I'm doing at work.
Wow, okay. So I can already feel what's going to happen in Judgment Time. But all right, yeah, we'll see. Like I said, this video won't be on chain, but I always make trailers of these things so that I can put them on the internet and everyone knows at least that you've committed to doing this show. So if you come back and, I didn't have anything built, then your whole reputation will be ruined. So just think about that, guys.
It'll be done.
All right, welcome back everyone to Builder Blind Dates. I say welcome back because we are back from building our projects. We spun the wheel, as you have seen in this episode, and we landed on Avalanche choice, and on point. I thought, who better to judge our beautiful projects that we're going to show than to have someone actually from Avalanche. So, Megan, welcome to Builder Blind Dates. Feel free to introduce yourself.
Thanks, Dan. I'm happy to be here. My name's Megan, as you know, and I work as a developer relations engineer at Ava Labs. I've been here for about a year and a half, and I work for Avalanche because I actually came from a background where I worked for enterprise consulting, where we consulted clients who wanted to build custom applications on blockchains. And Avalanche just has like really cool architecture for doing so. You can build on top of C chain, which is like fully EVM compatible. I expect that's where you guys probably built your applications. But if you have something that's like super complex, needs a lot of throughput, you can build a custom blockchain, and we have like a native interop protocol that makes it easy to like interoperate with other apps on other chains. So it's really cool. I'm really excited to see what you guys built today.
Nice. So I've been known to try to butter up the judges beforehand because I normally have some swag or something, and unfortunately I don't have any Avalanche swag. So maybe I can give you my address, but to be on brand, because Billy said we're going skiing.
That's grand. That's golden. Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Ski patrol over here. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'm based in Stockholm, so we're always skiing. This is like actually where I wear it. Eight months of the
Nice.
year. All right, so Megan, I'm gonna give you the honors. Who would you like to see first do the demo of their amazing build?
Put me on the spot like that. I think I'll probably ask Billy to show first.
Billy Jitsu, the floor is yours.
Here we go. All right. So it was based off a personal like a need for me while I was traveling so much, and I wanted to do a DeFi project because I didn't bring my ledger with me, and the market was falling, and I wanted to do like this like DeFi ferry kind of thing. It's like pay back my loan from another wallet. But I was like, DeFi, everybody's gonna know I'm all into DeFi, so let's not do that. And so I thought of another thing. Everybody wanted to have meetings with me whenever I was out, right? And I was like, fine, let's do some meetings here and there. And then people didn't show up. And I was like, wait a minute, I wasted all my time to come here, sit for this meeting, and you didn't even have the decency to show up. So I've created Stake to Meet. Basically, in order to meet somebody or set an appointment to a calendar, you have to stake a little bit of ETH or AVAX in order to actually, set up a time. So it's pretty straightforward, get paid for your time. I'm going to connect my wallet using RainbowKit V2 or WAGMI V2, which was very interesting to mess around with. You have to register your address in order to have an appointment be set up with you. So you have to register. So let me go ahead and just register that out. Wait for that transaction to go through. And my loading screen's not working in here, so bear with me on that one. And there we go. It is done. So we're going to go ahead and check. We'll go ahead and refresh that page, and we should be able to book a meeting. So I've already pre-registered a few addresses. So if I wanted to register with an address, I could register with this address. That happens to be another wallet that I've already pre-registered. ENS, I didn't have enough time to do the reverse lookup on Avalanche. I don't know if there was an ENS issue or if there is a AVS lookup, so it didn't work. I'm going to pick my calendar. I'm just going to pick till tomorrow, pick at this time. And then the stake amount. So I'm going to just do 0.01 just to see if I have enough on there. And I do. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and book that meeting. And so I'm willing to stake 0.01 ETH or whatever the minimum amount you can put on your account to stake to have a time. Once I have that, there is a notification that happens on the other side. You have a meeting room ID, the start time, who booked it, who you're booking with, what's the progress, what's the stake amount. So if I go to that wallet and I look, I say, hey, there's a valid stake amount. And then who checked in, right? Who showed up to it? Did I show up? Did they show up? If the person I booked with doesn't show up, I just get my stake back. If the person that got booked, shows up, and the person that booked didn't show up, I get that stake. So it decides on like within a 5-minute timer. If someone doesn't show up, I kind of kept it professor-wise. If they don't show up for 5 minutes, that's it. You got ghosted, right? So could be used for dating apps, could be using for all kinds of ideas, but basically your time is money. That's the most valuable thing to me. So stake some ETH for the time, and if you don't show, I get the ETH, right? So I can't check in because I did this in the future. So let me switch over to another wallet and then make a claim. I think I did one for a claim here. 1 second. New dev wallet. Let me disconnect, reconnect, and just go through the check-in once that check-in is ready to go. Obviously, if it's before the time, you can't check in. It checks online with RPC calls. And let me go ahead and go back to Stake to Meet. And oh, wrong wallet. Let me go to the other wallet.
Got too many wallets, too many problems.
Dev wallets. I've got way too many for different purposes, different things. I'll expose my .env key. I don't care. We'll see. All right. And what the heck? All my meetings are booked. Okay. Let me make another meeting. 1 second. I'm gonna try to do this super fast. I already kind of prepped one, but I guess I didn't do it with the right wallet. Oh, I think I know what it is. The Phantom Fund wallet.
So
Go for it.
you said that the person who makes the meeting, they stake. The person who accepts the request, they also
Nope.
stake. And no,
There we
okay.
go. Here we go. That was this ID. So, they've staked it with me. So like I've staked for my address. I get the staked amount of 0.1 AVAX on there. Neither of us have checked in. The meeting has already passed. It was at 8 a.m. this morning, and so I'm going to go ahead and check in and prove that I showed up. What I was trying to do was build in a Google Meets kind of check-in. So like when you go onto the video call and conference, it would trigger and flag and then have a MetaMask pop up. But Google was kind of giving me a lot of security issues with the API. So I'm just doing it this way. But think in the future. And so basically, if I've checked in and nobody else has checked in, I'm checked in this booker didn't, I get to keep that money. So let me go ahead and end the meeting and clear that out. What I did for scaling is I clear out the array of meetings on here for every time you clear it. So that way the array doesn't get too large and then your smart contract doesn't basically run out of memory and then kill your contract. So I kind of did a lot of like future proofing of scoping and not getting an array of something too long. So that booking a meeting doesn't cost you like 200 gas. So a lot of like back-end smart contract stuff. If you want to check it, you can always check it here on the wrong link. It's on the updated GitHub. And you're ready to rock. But yeah, that's pretty much the essence of it. If I go to my wallet and go in the Explorer and check out Snow Trace, I could see handle N, and then it shows the distributions up to the escrow contract that I have earned my 0.1 AVAX. Could be a total flex if you're trying to date a crypto bro and he's trying to flex. Show me what you got. Throw 10 ETH in the mix. Don't mess with low dollar stuff. It's multiple use for your time, and that's Stake to Meet.
Cute project, really cute project. Okay, Evelyn, go ahead.
What I decided to do was I decided to try to create a subnet on Avalanche. So, in the previous eclipse season in the spring, I was sitting outside meditating and ended up doodling in a notebook. And for some reason, like those doodles led me to do research on consistency, and then specifically like strict and sequential consistency. And then I did more research on that, considering my interest in blockchain and cybersecurity. And then that kind of just like snowballed into more research and ideas, and then wanting to build a blockchain for government agencies as well as healthcare providers, for data protection. And so I came up with the name Very Ledger, which is a very clever way for government agencies and healthcare providers to store their data. As you can see here, I went ahead and deployed Very Ledger, and then I was working with the Avalanche CLI to do that. And then after I deployed it, then I went ahead and did a smart contract. Can you see that? Hello? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, good. So yeah, so I wrote the communications tool smart contract, and then I deployed it, and then now I compiled it, then deployed it to run, and then I haven't been able to interact with it just yet. But you can see some of like the idea in here. What I would love to do is hopefully be able to get people to, help me build this. But yeah, so thank you.
Nice work. Rahat, you have arrived and you are ready to go.
I'm not a designer, as you can clearly
Oh, not a
tell,
developer either.
and not a developer either. Cool. I'm just gonna connect real quick and hope nothing breaks. This did work an hour ago, but yes, I've connected my wallet. We have a very basic Minesweeper game. Tells you how many bombs are within this grid. Um, if you're feeling, daring, you can, go up to 99 bombs. I will keep it at 10. But it works very much. Oh my God, I lost already. So yeah, I've lost in the background. What I would want to do is like this, all these kind of like on-chain stuff happens in the background rather than in the foreground. My next step here was to add a little bit of account abstraction so that you don't actually, when you're playing the game, don't have to worry about signing. At some point, I realized I could just probably just have those transactions happening from the back end, and for the user, it probably wouldn't make much of a difference in the actual experience. So that's probably the next step here. But this is Minecraft on chain. What happens is, I said Minecraft, Minesweeper on wrong game, and hopefully no one sues me. But yeah, you play some Minesweeper. It saves when it works. It saves both whether you've won or not, and like how much time has actually elapsed onto the smart contract. What I want to do next is just kind of like have a leaderboard of like for all winners, the least amount of time that they've actually been able to win, and for anyone who's lost, how long they've actually survived. So that'll be kind of like the next step there. I'm just having fun going off of like this theme of like gaming just should be fun. It doesn't need to follow standards. It doesn't need to, it should work.
Yeah, well, it's a hot take for sure. There's a ton of games like currently live on Avalanche. If you go to like gaming on Avax, their Twitter is always tweeting about like new developments. But one thing I think that could be really interesting with this application is if, at least just for Minesweeper, you use some kind of provable randomness, because I'm assuming you're just using like a rand function to like generate the map. But to actually have it like verifiably random on chain, but no one's really solved that problem yet either, is how to get provable randomness in applications without exposing the winning map like before the user actually plays through the game. But I think that would be really cool if you could apply that here.
Yeah, I think there's two aspects probably to that. Like one, the verifiable randomness, and also just like hiding the answer.
Yeah.
So a little bit of like ZK wizardry needs to be put in there
Yeah,
too.
a little bit of magic, a little black magic.
Nice. Speaking of black magic, it's my turn. So, Megan, we only just met, but I think you're a smart person. Feel it. I feel it from your questions. So if I were to say time is blank, you would say time is
Money.
time is money. Yes, it is, and you're correct. And this is also my nightmare realized because for the first time in Builder Blind Date history, which is only 3 episodes, we have 2 builders who have built almost the same project. But your decision, the decision is who wore it better. Okay, so Billy, great idea, great project, meetings. I did that as well, but different implementation. So let's see how this is going to go. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So you're on Telegram. You're not on a web browser like your grandpa. This is in Telegram. You get a hey. I'm Dapper Dan. Like, can we meet somewhere time? And you go, oh, great, Dapper Dan. Here is this link. I'm just going to drop this link. This is a Telegram mini app. And like you said, Megan, time is money. Dapper Dan's time is money as well. So I got a couple of options here. I can see exactly what the times are available to meet. So 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, like how long I want the meeting to be. Plus, I got this little wallet here, which is connected directly to my email account. So that's my email account for everyone who wants to spam away. So just going to do a little bit of account abstraction later on, I hope. And I can go ahead and select when I want to meet Dapper Dan and actually pay up front. So no staking. Staking was cool, Billy, but I just want the money now. I want to get paid immediately. And I want to get paid. Me, not the person potentially if they don't show up. So go ahead. Let's say, I can do 15, 30. I'll do 30 minutes here. I'm going to go ahead and confirm this transaction. And like I said, this is account abstraction. This is no signing, none of that. No MetaMask popping up. And great. Thanks for paying. You can now meet with me. Perfect. I'll go ahead and click on that link there. And if all else works, perfect. Now I have my access to Dapper Dan's Calendly to book my 30-minute meeting. That is, Dapper Dan's time money is money. That's my demo. Telegram mini apps, that's the future. Account abstraction, that's the future. This is the best UX I could have made in the time that I had. So, who wore it better, Megan? You need to decide who's winning this competition now.
These are all very impressive given the timelines that you guys had. So I'm really happy to see the diversity. We got Telegram apps. Those are like super hot right now. So that was definitely a power move. I love the idea. Like so many people waste my time putting meetings on my calendar they don't show up to. So I think that's really interesting. And gaming and private connections like messaging apps are very, very interesting. Out of all the apps I saw, I do think I have to say that Dance was the most impressive to me because I've seldom seen a lot of Telegram apps built with Avalanche, and we've really been interested in seeing this. And the fact that the Calendly UI like popped up right in there after you sent money that you didn't need to sign a transaction for was like UX, like ultimate standard. So hats off.
Thank you. Everyone, thank you all for competing. It was you're all great and honorable competition. I even added more competitors here because I'm 3 for 3 now on the show. So people are going to start thinking I'm colluding with the judges or anything like that, but it's not. This is a fair game. We're just playing it as we do. But like I said, the public can get a vote here. So if you don't like to see me winning, we will do a campaign. We're going to do it on Joke Race. It's going to be an on-chain voting. We'll play the demos again. You all can vote, and maybe someone else will win the community award, or maybe I'll just win twice. I don't know. We'll have to see. But thank you. This has been Builder Blind Dates, episode 3 on Avalanche. Perfect.